YouTube is a great platform, but at the same time, it can be about as ungrateful as an infant. And just saying that you want to invest time or even money in YouTube will probably bring tears to any banker out there, apart from the most psychotic ones. But still, despite that, every single year, more and more people join YouTube and try to make the channel a thing. Any kind of thing. And like I said before, unless you're really committed to your channel, it's not really even worth starting nowadays. However, it's been becoming more and more clear that no matter what level of community you have, YouTube may still not care. So is it worth at all getting your hopes up and starting a channel nowadays? Well, let's talk about it. Naturally, the most obvious argument for starting a channel is that, well, you may never know. YouTube in a lot of ways is mostly about luck, so you can just get lucky and have the algorithm work out in your favor, and you could see some actual growth on your channel. So it's always kind of worth a try. And you don't even have to be psychotically dedicated to your channel to do so. And definitely to the annoyance of many others, a lot of YouTubers who don't put in a lot of time or care into the content still end up growing quite a bit. However, if you want to increase your odds, it's still definitely highly recommended that you do actually try to put in as much effort as you can into your channel. But how much time, money and effort you should sink into your channel, it's something very hard to answer because it's gonna be different for everyone. So there isn't literally no way of saying how many hours a week you should spend slaving away at your channel or how much money you should be investing into it, because it pretty much all depends on the channel. Now let's talk about that last part, investing money, because that has been a bit of a controversial thing on YouTube for quite a while. So as you probably know, I have been spending quite a lot of money on my YouTube channel, thousands upon thousands of pounds every single year. And that's on top of all the time I've been spending on it as well. Because as you have probably recently seen, I have finally stepped up to a daily upload schedule, so 7 videos a week. So even though that means that I have basically no free time left for myself anymore, though to be fair, let's be honest, I wouldn't really be doing much of anything productive with that free time, it's still clear that that investment in time and investment in money isn't really getting my channel anywhere. If you do have enough money, it can solve all your problems with YouTube. But I don't mean just, you know, a couple of $100 you can spend or a couple of $1,000, because you're looking for tens of thousands if you want to brute force your way into making your channel at least somewhat known on the platform. And if you have that kind of money, go for it. It can be a actual investment. If you can invest that much money into your YouTube channel, and if you can just brute force your way onto people's screens, then pretty good for you. Start a channel and see if you can make a nice little living out of it. Most of us probably don't have that kind of money to invest into YouTube. So for the rest of us, unless we just get lucky, there's very little we could actually do that's in our control. Sure, we can just spend even more time and even more money and even more effort on the channel, but if there's one thing that's clear is that all of that has been experiencing diminishing returns. And in the span of the last couple of years, it's very obvious that the amount of time, money and effort spent on your channel isn't really giving the same results as it used to. YouTube is probably at its most unpredictable and unreliable state ever, but that doesn't mean that there is no pathways to some kind of success on the platform. And let me just clarify what I mean by, you know, success or growing on the platform. I don't mean being, you know, 1 in a million and having a channel with several million subscribers or anything. Many people find decent success and have decent livelihoods from YouTube by having way less subscribers than that. And because once again, it's been becoming so difficult to grow on a platform, the definition of success has also been changing. And even though there's probably tons of channels who say it has been pretty easy for them to reach, say, 10,000 subscribers, for me, reaching 10,000 subscribers would be like something out of my wildest fantasies at this point, because that's just kind of the state my channel is in right now. And that's with a, admittedly, almost psychotic dedication to the channel, where I spend all the time I have and all the money I have into finally seeing if I could make this channel something awesome and to see if it can finally grow at a healthy rate. So that makes this whole situation kind of complicated, because yes, there are still ways you can grow on YouTube if you start your channel right now, and especially if you have the money, there's definitely pathways for you. But for the rest of us, this rate of diminishing returns on how much we can expect to get back from YouTube can be a big no-no for a lot of people who are hoping to finally start up the channels and make them something awesome in 2021. Just do your research, see if the niche you want to be in is viable at all, see if the kind of content you want to do is viable, and once you give it a go ahead and start your channel, well, good luck. you're definitely gonna need it. So if you wanna have my dream of turning this channel into something really awesome, then maybe check out my Patreon, because $1 a month goes a long way in having my channel, and allows you to make way better videos and also videos on way more interesting topics. Plus you get tons of awesome perks, so I recommend you check it out. Also, I love from my Patreons Gavin Burns, Ryan, LKB, Naomi Sushi, Tiffany Jacobs and Wolfie. Thank you guys so much. Down there you can also find a link to my Discord server if you want to talk to me or others like this or whatever else really, along with our Amazon Associates links, and also our old customs affiliate link. And that's about it, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.